I don't know who it was who said that it only takes one person to believe. So in other words, for example, in the context of my little business here, that myself and my wife, Lisa, run. Actually, that's not quite true. I do the work and she orders me around. And if she's listening, I'm only joking. In the context of, for example, our little business, if one of us didn't believe in the whole process, but one of us did, then the saying goes that it only takes one person to believe. Belief is all important. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that the outcomes you want out of life are coming about, and you have to believe in a way that says to your subconscious mind, I've already got that. It's already here. And you'll find loads of other videos and articles on this website in relation to how to set your mind to obtain those perfect moments. But, unfortunately, there are a lot of other websites out there, there are a lot of self-help books and DVDs knocking around that suggest to you that belief is the only thing that is important. And therefore, I did a workshop a couple of weeks ago where a couple of clients said to me, surely you have to do something as well. And obviously, you do have to do something. Nothing is going to change in your life. Nothing new or different is going to happen until you do something different. You have to get the ball rolling yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that can change your life. As I said to this particular group, believing that belief is the only thing that you have to do and then you sit back and wait for what you believe in to happen is just the same as believing that you have won the lottery and not bothering to buy a lottery ticket. It just doesn't make sense. So as I say, you are the one that has to take action. You are the one that has to initiate change in your life. No one else is going to do it for you. There are other things certainly happening around you. And a lot of the things happening around you, you have no control over them. You have to get used to that notion. But you also have to get used to the idea that if you do take control of the one thing that you can control in your life, your state of mind, then you can greatly influence everything that goes on around you. But that in itself isn't enough either. You have to get up off your ass and do the things that need to be done. Now, as somebody said to me, well, where do I start? You know, I'm going through my ordinary every day. I can't see something completely different that I should be doing. Where do I start? You start now. It's kind of obvious, isn't it? Because what you do now echoes throughout the course of your life. You are where you are in life because of what you have done, or indeed failed to do, in previous nows. So you have to start doing something different now. That begs the question, well, here I am, for example, sitting in this chair at the moment. What can I do differently now? Well, I could sit completely differently, or as somebody said to me recently, why don't you sit in a different chair? You're always talking about breaking little habits. And actually that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about breaking little habits so that you get used to doing new things. So, in answer to the question, where do I start? What new thing am I going to do? I answered very simply, when you go home this evening, brush your teeth with the other hand. And my audience looked at me. And, well, they might look at me. Because that seems a little bit silly. But if you change something small in your life, your mind is suddenly rattled out of its comfort zone. Change a few little things in your life and your mind will be so outside its comfort zone that you will start almost of your own accord, almost effortlessly, doing bigger, more important things differently. You'll suddenly find yourself grasping opportunities that you wouldn't even have noticed before, because your mind is looking at life from a different perspective. It is no longer looking at life from the habitual perspective of I will do everything automatically, because when you stop doing some things automatically, sooner or later, and normally sooner, You will stop doing everything automatically. And it's only your automatic behaviour that has your life on the train track that it's on. The one that's going into a siding and going nowhere fast. It's only your automatic behaviour that has you in the rut that you are in. Break a little bit of automatic behaviour and the whole edifice of what psychology calls automaticity will simply crumble. And you'll suddenly be in a totally different place. That place is called reality. That place is called now, here and now. The only place and time that life can be lived. And the only place and time where you can do something different.